I guess the obvious question is, what's different about Apple Cup week than the other weeks? So about the just kind of the energy among the team, energy in the locker room, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, this game means a lot to the people of Washington. So, I personally didn't really know much about it before I got here, and now it's kind of one of the things that you always hear about. It's like the first question you get asked when you commit, right? Oh, are you guys gonna win the Apple Cup? I'm like, oh, well, shit. I just got here. I don't know how much I could play an effect on that. So it really just means a lot to both teams and to both schools, and just so strong alumni, and to everyone that went to both the alma maters of both people, alma maters for everyone. So it's just really important to the people.
Coming off the drought, snap and win over them last year, what can you take away from that game and how you approached that game last year and kind of put it in this week of preparation? Like, how are you maybe approaching the game similar this year in comparison to how you did last year?
Yeah, I mean, the name of the game is energy and execution. We know they're going to come out and have a lot of energy, and it's our job to outmatch their energy and to come out with our own energy larger than theirs. So, that's obviously going to be one of the main points of emphasis throughout the week. It's just energy, because if you breathe life into things, you're ultimately going to do better and execute more.
I think it's 5 weeks in a row now you guys have held as a defense, top scoring defense. I think you've been holding that in the Pac-12. How would you kind of just describe the connection and the consistency on defense right now? Does it feel like you guys are just sort of kind of clicking on each level at this point in the year? Yeah, I mean, it's
11 guys trusting each other to do their jobs, and everyone doing their 111th. We embrace the challenge, we embrace the opportunity, we embrace the explosiveness of the team that we're going to go against, and we do our brand of Cougar football. So.
And then obviously you want to approach every game like it is the same, but when you walk out on that field Saturday, it's going to have probably a bit of a different feeling. How do you sort of maybe keep that energy level, like you were just talking about, where you don't want to have stupid penalties or mistakes to start the game off?
Yeah, I mean, it's senior night for a lot of our seniors, so it's more important. It's the senior night's more important than the Apple Cup. These guys have put so much into this program, and you really just want to be able to honor them and play for them and not get too far outside of the zone for them. It's the last time these guys are going to be stepping on Martin or Giesa Field, Martin Stadium. So it's just trying to make this a great opportunity and a great last experience for them.
You mentioned that you didn't know much about the Apple Cup coming in. How much has the importance of this game and what it means to you now grown over these last few years?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely changes. Just you gain so many different type of just mini rivalries just as you've grown through college, right? Like, because there's so many competitive teams, and this one specifically, it's always you just feel the emotion around it from the alumni, from the people on campus. You just feel it from the state. So I mean, it's obvious that there's a different tension, but we do our best to make sure that we don't get hijacked by anything, and we can play our brand of football.
And that's something that Coach Dickert actually talked about yesterday. Was last year he thought you guys played really free, and that's key in a rivalry game. How do you guys, I guess, do that again? Play free without maybe trying to do too much with letting the emotions and the hoopla around the game get the best of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just trusting your execution. It's trusting the energy around it and not getting hijacked. I mean, it's kind of hard to answer that question. It's just doing what you've done the past few weeks. Treat every game the same, and you should have the same results.
You've probably seen it on film already, but the Huskies, they seem to get the ball out real quick. They haven't really given up a whole lot of sacks. What is the focus point, or what do you guys, or what is being stressed to you, especially on the D-line and at getting towards the quarterback for this week?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that they have a good offense, and it's obvious that we have a good defense, so it's just kind of making sure that we do our job up front and execute the game plan. We know they're going to pass the ball. That's not a shocker to anyone. So it's when we're in these situations, how are we going to execute to ultimately hold them to minimum gains and win money down and get off the field.